Hello everybody, welcome to another edition of Anniversaries here at Blue and Gold Illustrated. I'm Andrew Owens with Senior Editor Lou Samoji, and this week we're going to go back 5 years to when Brian Kelly was hired at Notre Dame in 2009 following the firing of Charlie Weis after Notre Dame finished 6-6 after losing all 4 games in November. Lou, it was a pretty interesting hire for Notre Dame. They got the man they wanted. Brian Kelly going 12-0 at Cincinnati that year, including the Sugar Bowl bid. They had that comeback victory against Pittsburgh in the final game, and Notre Dame went out. They got their man.
Yeah, because it was interesting. Only 5 years before that, the hot commodity, and to me, the main reason that Tyrone Willingham was axed, there were problems on the field, there were problems in recruiting, but timing is everything in a coaching search. And at that time, Urban Meyer seemed available and willing to come to Notre Dame. And goodness, he just finished 12-0 at Utah. So now here it is 5 years later, and it didn't work out after Urban wasn't hired. And now here's Brian Kelly, National Coach of the Year at Cincinnati, 12-0 as well. I remember watching that Cincinnati-Pittsburgh game because all the focus was on, will Brian Kelly move on to Notre Dame? At that time it was for a BCS bid. And another thing that's forgotten is that he was this close to playing Alabama for the national title at Cincinnati. Texas kicked a field goal as time ran out to beat Nebraska, and time almost did run out. They were 13-12, but if Texas had missed that field goal, Brian Kelly's Cincinnati team would have been playing Alabama for the national title, which is unfathomable. So at the time, really, it's like, wow, Notre Dame really caught a break. They didn't get Urban Meyer in 2004, but to be able to get Brian Kelly in 2009, that's huge.
Notre Dame was certainly also fortunate that the college football playoff had not started in 2009. That didn't start until 2014, because then who knows if Brian Kelly would have been willing to come. It's kind of a good reminder that, as you said, with the timing, you don't always get your man. Michigan and Florida are currently looking for, Florida's currently looking for a coach. Michigan's very much expected to be firing Brady Hoke here pretty soon. There's a question of who's out there. Who's that guy from a mid-major conference or a program like Cincinnati that you can go get?
Yeah. Well, and this is, obviously, Notre Dame did not finish this season, especially the month of November, the way people anticipated. I think in the preseason we were looking at, 9-3 would be a good season, but you want to look at something a little bit higher. So right now the best they can finish in this regular season is 8-4, but there is still that hope that, he went 12-0 at Cincinnati. He went 12-0 at Notre Dame. And you look at it, Notre Dame, 13 of the last 21 years, it's had at least 4 losses. This isn't you're succeeding somebody who's been at a powerhouse program for years to come. Notre Dame for 20 years now has been kind of wallowing in the wilderness. He's got a great sophomore class, and it's sort of like there's a willingness, I think, overall. While there's disappointment, there's a willingness to let this play out a little bit more to see what Notre Dame has.
Certainly an interesting offseason, and we'll lead into 2015. But that does it for us this week. I'm Andrew Owens with Lou Samoji.